So.
That's some more lore we could do. Sonic lore.
Sonic
Oh
lore? Oh
no!
yes. Okay.
Please
So
no!
all of September we're gonna be doing
No, Sonic
No!
September.
Don't put that evil on
such
me.
a such
But
an oh we have
there's
to get
so much we can go over.
we have to
with
get
Sonic.
Mr. Funk on here for that.
Mr. Funk.
Yeah,
Who that is?
Jacob Funk.
Jacob Funk.
Is he is he big on Sonic?
No, Jacob Funk. He's a real guy. You think we're messing around? He's a
No, I
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
Jacob Funk. I'm just wondering, is he
No.
actually a Sonic fan?
Yes, he loves Sonic, my dude.
Oh God.
He loves Sonic. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Lorecast. I'm your host today, Nick. Joining me today is Benny and Andy. Say hi,
Yeah,
guys.
forget my name.
This episode still not sponsored by Audible.
Still not sponsored by Audible.com.
Still not sponsored by Audible.
I know.
We're just praying for a miracle here at this point.
This episode sponsored by Visible. Are you tired of reading books
Oh,
or having people read to them?
So you basically Visible is you hire actors to come act in front of you. It's like
exactly.
they
Oh my
they
gosh.
Uber them to your apartment.
Yes. Oh my gosh. What should we call this?
Put on some Hamlet right quick.
Spider-Man. What is this one? Okay.
Okay.
It's
So what we're gonna
Rocket
Go ahead.
Racers.
All right. So
More
we're
like
gonna be,
rocket racist.
Actually,
Keep
not
it.
completely far off, to be honest. So, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be doing a dramatic reading of one of the stupidest Spider-Man stories, including some of the stupidest Spider-Man villains. This comic specifically, Amazing Spider-Man 182 and 183 were written in 1978. So you know that it was the era of Marvel where everything was corny and you know everything was about puns and everybody called each other Chucklehead and Cuddles and yeah and everybody
You're a
all
chucklehead.
the black people spoke in jive and it's great.
Oh, are you serious?
You got it pulled up,
Yes.
right, Benny?
Oh,
You got it pulled up, my guy. It's like, look at the front cover.
Oh, do they really speak in jive?
Oh yeah, you'll see. Okay, so
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
it's bad. It's so great. I love this. I love this comic because it's so bad. So,
This is
we've
gonna
decided
hurt.
what roles we're gonna be playing, and we'll be reading through it. And of course, I'm gonna be trying to stay away from anything. I mean, I'm not even good at doing an African.
We're staying away from
so,
accent humor.
Yeah, no. Our
Oh,
job
well, I
is
mean-
to
just
entertain.
ridiculous.
Well,
Other
I
than
mean,
just
listen,
ridiculous, you know.
Our job is
To
to
entertain.
entertain and spread culture, not to be racist. I just want to say, entertain and spread culture, not racism. Hugs, not drugs.
Yep, that's all right. So I hope everybody who's looking at this right now, that do YouTube guys,
yeah, I've got
go
it
to
pulled
the
up for
top
everyone
page,
to see.
select all page instead of one page, so you don't have to click.
Yeah, that's what I
every
did.
page.
That's
One
what I did.
page, all pages. Gotcha.
All pages, yeah.
We're
That's what I
loading
did.
all pages so we can just streamline it. And
Okay.
Reload the
Oh, yeah,
page
that's
every
going to be even easier. Okay.
okay. So, because Benny is the narrator, we can start with him, the front cover. Well, I guess just the title, I guess,
Ready?
or yeah, go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for Amazing Spider-Man, top of page 182, issue 182. Thank you for the top of the page by Amazing Spider-Man.
All right, and now I'm playing Rocket.
Yeah.
It's a shame you swung all the way up here, because now it's a longer drop down. That's the accent I'm going to be doing for Rocket Racer. the entire-
It seems. I thought you said no accent humor. What is this?
well, you know, accent humor in the
Yeah.
in
The non-racial
absurd.
variety.
Yeah, in the absurd.
Okay.
All right, top of issue 182, Amazing Spider-Man, issue 182.
Okay, wow. I'm gonna kill myself.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, I start because I have the orange boxes, right?
Right.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Nope, we're not coming in the middle of things. Believe it or not, this is the beginning. And just wait till you see where we're going.
Harry's happily settled back with Liz, and things seem to be working out between Flash and Shashin. So, as
Shawshank.
usual, this is only little old Peter Parker whose life is all screwed up and makes me wonder. It makes me sometimes wonder why I even try to, My spider sense is pounding like a trip hammer, whatever that.
Terrific.
And there's the cause of my mountainous migraine.
That's you, Benny.
Yeah.
The Rocket Racers back in town.
All right. Nuts. I haven't the time to tangle with that red-headed weirdo. Too much depends on my completing this ridiculous assignment and collecting my cash. I think I've lost the wall crawler. It paid to have that coot, the tinkerer, soup up my micro-rockets and redesign my gyro-skates. Oops, spoke too soon. He spun a web blockade, and I haven't the speed to burst through it. Only chance is to use my mini-rockets and blast a king-size escape rope. Well, luck's on my side for a change. That 18-wheeler's done the job for me. It probably didn't see the finely spun webbing in time. I have to explain everything.
Crash.
This is also the era where visuals don't convey anything, apparently. So you have to narrate. But that's Spidey's problem, not mine. I'm on my way to freedom.
Don't believe it, Flyboy. The only place you're headed for is right back to the state pen.
You? How did you find me so quickly?
What did you believe a little spider told me? Nah, I can't credit you with that much sense.
You think whatever you want, webhead, but I'm the guy whose magnetic clamps allow me to go wherever you do. And I'm also the guy whose rocket-powered punch can waylay you for long enough for me to escape. Count yourself lucky, wall crawler. Right now, I'm too much of a rush to finish you off.
Nuts. I forgot how fast he can move on his skateboard. He's already zoomed down subway kiosk. And if I don't move fast, I'll lose him.
Random character number 1.
Hey! Move it, mister. I gotta go uptown train to derail. Oh, wait, that's still me. Now, why did I have to say that? The poor sucker will probably believe me. All New York'll think Spider-Man's taking to hijacking subway trains. Well, that's the least of my current worries. That skateboarding sure shot's out distancing me. So stupid. Fast as I am, I'm no match for his souped up skates. Huh?
Riced up skates.
Huh? No sign of him anywhere. Yet my spidey sense is tingling away like an electric alarm clock. And that's the thundering screech bearing down this way. Rocky's engines never sounded like that before. Oh boy. Teach me to forget where I am. Better leap up fast before I become a permanent fixture on that graffiti painted steel gopher. Whew. If poor
Wow.
Peter
He had to think about all of that before he did it.
Whew, if Peter Parker didn't keep on his diet, half my back would have been shaved off. Well, it's back to base zero. Rocky's gone. Maybe I'd better split too. Life's been nonstop for little me ever since the Green Goblin mess began. An uptowny, just what I need to get back to Peter Parker's pad. Though with my housekeeping the way it's been, Spidey's sump hole is more appropriate.
Henry, look, Henry, wake up!
Uh-oh, I'm freaking out, my fellow strap hangers. Don't worry, folks. I'm only here for a ride. There won't be any trouble. Just pretend I'm not... Folks? Nuts. Could it be my breath?
As the solitary and solemn Spidey makes his trek back to Chelsea, it's time for us to take a look at certain skateboarding speedster.
Hated running away from the wall crawler, but I had no choice. Not if I'm to make my grandstand play. Wheels gotta be played just perfectly, or I'll blow a fortune. And that I can't risk, not now. Good morning, Wheel. Here's the suitcase. Where's my cash? 10,000 in small bills as we agreed.
You'll get it, Racer. After I've shared it, the embezzlement evidence against me. That no one will accuse Jackson Will of. Wait, are you trying to play game? The Minerva document sent here is the most damaging evidence against me. You know it's. Sorry.
You, you know it, Big Wheel. Now sit down and shut up. Your whining is starting to sicken me. Our original deal is being changed, Wheel. 10,000 for this case, then 10 more for the Minerva stuff.
What? You can't do that. That's blackmail.
Hey, you're a really bright boy, sweetie. How did you ever screw up and leave an itty-bitty paper behind, eh? Shucks, Wheel, if that should happen to fall into the right hands, you'll be on bread and water for the next 15 years. If you're lucky. Listen, Wheel, you got yourself a night to think things over. But remember, handsome, you got more to lose than 10,000. See ya, Big Wheel.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, let Jackson Wheel worry over his problems alone, which gives us a chance to look into rather perplexed Peter Parker.
If everything's settled down, why do I feel like I'm like an unmade bed? Maybe it's because everyone else is living lives
You
that
need
are
to zoom
moving
in. There's a zoom in button. On the
No,
right
I'm
side.
just I'm not good at like reading like on the spot. Not that much. I'll
This is kind of hard text to read too.
I'll open my eyes. maybe maybe it's because it's everyone else's lives that are moving along without any clogs, while my future's rapidly going downhill. Maybe if I'd settled down some myself, become more of a fam. Holy smoke! It's almost 2. As usual, I've let my own insignificant problems get in the way of my visiting Aunt May. Bless her. I wonder if she'd be so loving and caring if she knew what a heel her nincompoop nephews become. What am I thinking? That dear woman would love me if I were public enemy number 1, which I sometimes think I am. What with Spidey's adoring public always clamoring for his neck and the end of a rope. Good morning, Mrs. Muggins. Who's
I'll
Mrs.
take this
Muggins?
one.
Okay.
What's so good about it? It's freezing. By the way, how's your aunt?
That's what I'm hoping to find out.
As Peter rushes to his aunt's bedside, a small, slim figure slowly approaches this web slinger's apartment.
I think this is Jackson Wheel.
Wow, spoilers.
Just
Oh, here.
go.
Oh, wow. All right,
Okay,
this is
okay.
Jackson Wheel. Can
Yeah,
we hold
actually,
up? Let me-
I don't know who this is, so just go ahead and take it, Benny.
Excuse me, is Peter Parker home?
Huh? No, you just missed him.
Then could you let me wait in his apartment, please? I have business with him. Let's leave that mysterious threat dangling for a while as we focus on Peter Parker's current whereabouts.
Oh my goodness. It's like an
Is
old...
this MJ?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
First is Peter, yeah.
Yeah. Ah, there you are. I'm sorry I'm late, Mary Jane, but the traffic was
Don't explain to me, Mr. Parker. Apologize to your dear Aunt May. She's been worried sick about you.
Oh, Tush, dear. I don't have to worry over Peter anymore. He's a big boy now. Are you sure that coat is warm enough for you, Peter, dear? Hey, you're looking good, Tiger. Ready for a game of... No, Peter, dear. I don't think I'll be playing football anymore. What? Come on, what are you talking about? You'll be scrimmaging with the nurses before the week's out. Whatever, dear Peter. While I've been laying here in my remembering the old days, your Uncle Ben and I were so very happy together.
Let me drive home the guilt that you killed your uncle.
Every episode.
It's such a joy to be with someone you love, to grow old together, to share good times and even the bad times on the That Bad.
May Parker's frail voice fades and her dancing eyes slowly close.
Mary Jane, she's sleeping. Lord, I hope she'll be all right.
Suddenly,
Oh, I'll do the.
Excuse
oh,
me, but you two will have to leave. Your aunt's roommate needs her rest.
Huh? Oh, that's all right.
Wait, roommate? Oh, they were just wheeling in a roommate. 'Cause in the
Yeah.
last panel, you'll see that there's nobody in the bed.
Yeah.
all right, it's my turn,
All right.
right?
Yep, MJ.
You have one incredible aunt there, Peter. She was really sweet, offering her father less than subtle suggestions. She really cares for your welfare, Tiger. I wish I.
Huh? My spider sense is buzzing away. Nothing's wrong here, but then. What? Nah, it must be my nerves. They've been absolutely frayed from worrying about Aunt May and school and virtually everything else that has come down the pike lately. Was that MJ or?
Is that MJ? Or...
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
MJ.
that's MJ.
Hey, Tiger, you're doing a really perfect impersonation of a stone wall.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, MJ. I guess my mind's wandering. Want to see a movie tonight?
Love to. Sweet, but I got an early appointment for a modeling gig tomorrow. I need my beauty sleep.
Oh, okay, MJ. I'll give you a call later.
But not too late, Tiger.
Funny, even Aunt May feels I ought to settle down. Maybe she's right.
Shortly.
All these years I've kept to myself, and what do I have to show for it? Nothing but grief.
I'll be gone for the afternoon, Miss Brandt. Cancel my appointments.
That's Grant, Mr. Jameson. Glory Grant!
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'll try to remember, Miss Brandt.
Mr. Jameson, can I have an advance? I've been running a bit short and...
That's all right, my boy. I understand. See, Robbie, I hope your aunt is feeling better.
Slam.
What's wrong with Jameson? He sounded downright civil.
I know, he's been like that all afternoon. Ever since he spoke to Mariah Madison. We'll worry about the usually rambunctious J. Jonah Jameson some other time. But for now, let's go downtown to the docks.
Oh, gosh. Oh, wait,
Wait, who's this?
That's
This is-
Oh, that's me?
yeah, that's you.
This
That's
is
Wheel?
That's Wheel.
Yeah.
It's no use. Once the racer turns over those rapers, I'm finished.
Rapers.
Everything I've strived for will be down the toilet, ruined. Those idiotic papers will convict me. There's no doubt about that. Why? Why was I such a fool? Why did I keep records of my misdeeds?
Why did he?
Well, Margaret, will leave me now, and I'll spend 15 years rotting in some forsaken prison somewhere. Blast! My life's over. Just thought I'd just make it official. Yes, this is the only way to do it. At least I'll go with dignity.
I'll drop off of this 10-foot pier. Hey, Turkey, you ain't going nowhere.
That's supposed to be jive, right?
Yeah.
You know,
I
come on, do it in the accent
I
real
ain't-
quick. No,
No.
I'm just
not-
kidding.
I'm
I'm
not
just kidding. No. Oh,
I
God.
ain't giving up my brand new meal ticket so easy, buddy. You still gotta pay me 20 thou.
No, leave me be.
Hey, look at you, Turkey. You really thought you were some big wheel, didn't you? Always bossing around your workers, right, man? Well, you ain't nothing, mister. I'm the big wheel now, Fink. I've got the power, and I want your money, dig?
You can't keep hounding me, racer. You can't be everywhere.
What a bet, Turkey. The Tinkerer jazzed up my skateboard so I can go anywhere. Wherever you hide, wherever you run, I'll be there watching and waiting. By the way, you've got 3 hours to get the money. Use the time wisely, Turkey.
3 hours? That would be all the time I need to make you regret ever having heard of Jackson Wheel. The Tinkerer, eh?
Meanwhile, I'm sorry. Oh crap! I messed it up.
What is that? What does that say?
Marvelite. What the crap is Marvelite? We promise you no more dropping hints of things to come from now on. The action's the thing. Start at a coffee shop on 45th Street. That's
All
me, right?
This is,
Yeah,
this is
you're
the male
the-
and female cop.
I'm the
so-
female cop.
Come on, Helen. We're both single. Nothing in the rules preventing us from dating.
No way, Frank. While I wear this uniform, I'm not a woman. I'm a police officer.
Sure. But you're the sharp, what the
Shapliest.
shapeliest, flat. Shapeliest? That was it? Sure.
Shapeliest.
But you're the shapeliest flat-foot I've ever seen. Hold that, a ready call. 5 Adam 5 FDR, drive vicinity, all units call in.
That's
Male cop, it's you again, Vinny.
This is 5 out of 5. What is it? 5 out of 5. You got a 10-10 suspicious love, man. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Just skip it. Move on. If you like it.
Hold up. 5-5. You got a 10-10 suspicious love, man. African American. What's his vehicle?
Frank. I didn't hear. What did he say? What are we looking for?
You're not going to believe this, Helen. It's a man on a skateboard. Let's move.
This
Helen,
thing.
you're heading downtown. We're supposed to.
I know what I'm doing, Frank. Keep out of this.
There's no uptown entrance here either. Downtown, or we miss out on everything.
Oh yes, one other thing, Frank.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, take your hand off my knee. Frank, over there, look. That's gotta be him.
You sure?
Look at him. If he isn't downright suspicious, nobody is.
Wow, why is that?
Okay, to be honest, if someone was walking around with like a rocket-powered skateboard, that's pretty suspicious.
I definitely no. I know that. Yeah, for sure.
Political comedy. And
All right, here we go. All right, now what? You've got us pointed the wrong way.
trust me, Frank. My brother used to ride in demolition derby every weekend. He taught me everything I knew, or everything he knew. Hold on tight, Frank. We're hopping the divider.
Huh? What's going on here? That move ain't in the regulations. Since when did Starsky and Hutch move to the Big Apple? Well, I'll send them right back to L.A. with their ratings flapping between their legs.
Did your brother teach you how to handle guys like that?
He didn't. He didn't have to. Girls instinctively know that sort of thing. Frank,
What?
take the wheel. I've lost control.
Now you tell me. Helen?
Yes, Frank.
Crash. Tell me, did you get your driver's license out of a Cracker Jack box?
Women can't drive.
Let's leave our perplexed police officers for today and pick up on a certain high-swinging Spider-Man currently hopscotching across the Manhattan skyscape.
Yeah, in a few months, I'll be graduating college, and I've already been offered a teaching scholarship to help pay for my PhD. Maybe this is the perfect time to hold it. Maybe I shouldn't ask, but I don't have to ask. Obviously, there's the Joy Boy who caused that little mishap back there. That better not be a racist term. We're going to have a problem here.
I don't think it is. I've
Hold-
heard it as such.
Hold it there, handsome. I want to talk to you.
Not you again. Haven't you learned your lesson yet? No one holds on to the rocket racer for long.
We'll just have to see about that, won't we, Goggles? Though this time you're going to find me a bit persistent. Oh gosh, that's all over the place.
Okay.
Where do I go now?
Yeah. I think it's the bottom one.
Okay.
Blast! He's got his webbing stuck to me. I can't spare the time to rip it off. Unless I can change my direction quickly, he'll have me.
Oh boy, Rocky's making a sharp turn. Can't straighten out fast enough. Nuts, my web's tangled around that column. Huh? The web snapped.
Snap.
The web snapped. Come to think of it, it's been getting progressively weaker these past months. Something must be affecting my original formula. Well, I'll worry over my Bunsen burners some other time. Right now, I want to get done with that skateboarding speedster. I have my greatest challenge facing me. Hi there, handsome. If Fancy meeting you here. You paid the bridge toll?
No, but I'll pay the death toll with you, web slinger.
He fired his micro rockets. Gotta duck or I'll be blitzed. Huh?
Woo, woo.
My foot's slipping, but how? Oh no.
Honey?
Mommy! Oh no! I can't keep my handhold either. Sheesh. It's the rust. The missile must have loosened it, and it's flaking off right under me. Well, if my crazy glue appendages won't help me, I still got another patented Spidey trick up my web shooters. After all, I can't die before I face MJ tonight. Hey, Racer! Remember that Simon and Garfunkel used to say about this bridge? Slow down. You're moving too fast.
Oh, God.
Real nice. Real nice lyrics, webhead. A shame they'll be your last recorded words.
Ugh! His rocket punch hit me square. Couldn't roll out of the way that time. It's supposed to be a speech bubble, but it's, a thought bubble, I guess. Oh
Yeah.
boy, I don't believe it. Landed right on the white line. But I'm still the bullseye in this rush hour traffic. And unless I flip out of here fast, I'll be plastered to somebody's fender before too long. Made it. Just off the skin of my proverbial caps. I don't know what I don't know. Okay. Though while I avoided being a traffic casualty, the racer split. Well, frankly, who gives a Harry Bongo? What is that? I don't know what that is.
A Harry Bongo? I think it's kind of like the who gives a crap.
Okay,
I don't know
Hope
what a
so.
Harry
I don't know.
Bongo
I don't know what that is either.
Bongo's a drum.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
I've still got. Oh yeah, still better. I've still got the toughest confrontation of my career ahead of me. Still, I'd like to know where that skateboarder zoomed off to. Just a matter of professional courtesy, of course. Nothing else.
Later that evening,
No, don't tell me she's gone. She can't be. I can't psych myself into madness a second time. That's you, Benny.
That's you, Benny.
oh, hold on, I'm coming.
Praise the Lord. And pass the ammunition.
Sorry.
Yep.
Wait, past? That's weird. Past the ammunition. Anyway, sorry, but I was in the shop. Peter?
It's still you.
Nick. Oh, I'm sorry. That's still me. Peter? Hey, what are you doing here, Tiger?
I was in the neighborhood, and I thought I'd share some dessert with you.
Cracker Jacks?
Yeah, that's where she
I
got
haven't had these since I was in miniskirts. What?
What happened? I can't hear you, my guy.
Yeah, you just disappeared.
What does that mean? I haven't had these since I was in miniskirts. Does she not wear miniskirts anymore? Like, is that what she's getting at?
I don't know.
I haven't had these since I was in miniskirts. Look, they still have a toy in every. Wait a sec. This isn't a toy. That's a real diamond ring. Peter, what does this mean?
Mary Jane, will you marry me?
Gulp.
Next issue. And where the big wheel stops, nobody knows. Okay, now we have to read all of this text underneath. No.
Did you say we're doing 183 as well?
yeah, that finishes this arc, so everyone move on to the next one.
The Beatles. Hey, yo, check that out.
Oh my gosh. 183. All right,
Yo.
I got it pulled up already.
Did Shakespeare write this? There's so many soliloquies in this freaking.
Yeah, I know. It's just that classic era where they had to narrate everything they were doing just so that you didn't,
Yeah,
they couldn't
it's-
show you.
yeah.
They had to tell you as well.
Oh gosh.
And everything's a pun, and everything's everything is the same letters, and yeah.
Man, that jive talk must be bad.
Come on, do the accent
Alright,
this time.
ready?
I want to hear it.
Alright, let's take
Oh
it from
my
the top of
God.
issue 183, Spider-Man, and issue 183.
In which we ask the earth-shattering question: can a brown-haired, brown-eyed career neurotic make it through his last days of college without having the whole world crash in on him? To which we answer, don't bet on it.
No one here? Good. Thank heaven for declining college enrollment. It makes it a heck of a lot easier for us human what the heck?
Arachnid.
Okay. For us human arachnid types to find places where we can switch from web
Dude, you're eating your mic again.
Me? Crap,
You're-
sorry.
Okay. For us webheads, so places where we can switch from webheads to bookworms. There's like a lightning bug.
Is that supposed to be me?
The hell? Sorry, yeah.
You can
go
skip
ahead.
that because we already mentioned it.
Oh, with a big wheel, nobody knows. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Strange. Looking at the old classroom empty like this, it reminds me of how little time there is before I finally graduate. In just a few short months, I'll have my degree. Imagine leaving school and getting married all at the same time. Ah,
Nick,
marriage.
hold over, Nick. Can you relate to that? Can you relate Spider-Man right now?
No, because I don't. I'm just starting college again, and I don't even have a girlfriend, so no.
I'll be your MJ, Nick.
No. With
Man.
that killer voice, man. Imagine that every
It-
day.
it-
Oh,
Hey,
gosh.
honey, how's it going?
I just smoked 12 packs of Element menthols.
All right,
Oh my gosh.
let's move on.
Marriage. Why is it whenever I think about it, my knees begin to buckle? I'm doing the right thing, aren't I? Peter Parker's desperately needs some stability in his life, doesn't he? And Mary Jane, whoa, what the heck? And marrying Madcap Mary Jane will provide that stability. It says here.
Does it? Does it though?
No, why
Is
is he?
marriage really the way to stabilize your life, Parker?
He's like,
Is that it?
He's like looking.
And not even just, and you just even admitted right there that not just marrying anybody, but marrying Madcap Mary Jane.
So why?
Great
Am,
thinking, Parker. This will just make your life so much simpler.
look at it. He was looking in the camera.
Yeah.
So why am I
He's
scared?
like, screw you, Andy.
So why am I scared right out of my long johns? Is it waiting for MJ to give me her answer, or, uh-oh, my spider sense is tingling. Some people heading this way. Oh my gosh, it's class
Gosh.
time, and I'm still dressed for superheroing.
But a few minutes later, as the student body flies in, they find...
Already at your desk, Parker? Figures. Always late to parties and early for class. Makes sense coming from a square like you. You're a square.
Huh? What did you say, Flash?
Hey, cheer up. I was just ribbing you, pal. An old-time joke. I mean, you look like you've got the whole world's troubles plastered onto your shoulders. Anything you can talk about?
I only wish I could, Flash. I only wish I could.
Hey, right quick.
Yeah?
Andy, since he's a redhead, can you do Bill Burr?
You want me to do Bill Burr? We want to read this again?
Yeah, go.
Yeah,
do a second pass.
Read Bill Burr.
Alright. Let's see. Alright. Oh. Already at your desk, Parker. Figures. Always late for parties and early to class. Makes sense coming from a square like you. You're a square, Parker.
Huh? What did you say, Flash?
Hey, cheer up, old pal. I was just ribbing you. An old-time joke. I mean, you look like you've got the world's troubles plastered onto your shoulders. Anything you can talk about? Square.
I only wish I could, Flash. I only wish I could. Maybe I should do like a.
Well,
You go ahead.
While a perplexed Peter Parker ponders his possibly pernicu... Whoa, what? Pernicious?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
Welcome
What
to
does that mean?
1970s Marvel.
78,
Yo,
my
Jamie,
dog.
can you pull that up?
Pernicious.
What does pernicious mean?
Hold on a second.
I feel... It's not, yeah, hold up. Take it. I need to know. We're just...
Per.
Pernicious,
Pernicious,
having a harmful effect, especially in a gradual or subtle way.
Oh, yeah, he just got emotionally traumatized. I'm sure it was subtle and harmful. Peter Parker's powers is possibly pernicious problems. Try saying that 5 times past. Bet. Watch this. Peter Parker ponders his Yeah, I can't do
Yeah,
it.
you
It
fail.
is time. It is time for us to travel to a small side street in Brooklyn, New York, the 5th largest city in America. That's not a city. That's a borough. The 5th largest city in America.
Maybe, yeah, okay. Right. Need any help, sir?
Who's-
Is that
It's
me?
Wheel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Wheel.
Are you the tinker?
I tinker here and there, a fix-it, a jack of all trades.
Well, I've got a radio that just can't carry a tune.
Oh, I see. Your name, please, sir?
Jackson Wheel.
Method of payment, cash or a percentage of profits? Hmm,
Cash, I guess.
Oh, that's you. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Is it?
wait. It's,
No,
it's
it's
okay.
wheel. I think it's wheel.
not. It's a wheel, but it's
Yeah.
Tinkerer saying it.
Okay, here I go.
Cash. I guess I only intended to use whatever you what the hell? Intended to use whatever you devise once.
Aha! Vengeance is mine, I see. Come on, young man, and enter the lair of the terrible Tinkerer. You'll have to tell me about your victim, Mr. Wheel. That will allow me to devise a suitable device.
You should know him, Tinker. He calls himself the Rocket Racer.
Oh yes, I know him indeed. He brought me his own design, asked me to build it for him for 25% of his take, of course. This is definitely a challenge, Mr. Wheel. Are you interested in any specific motif?
I don't care what you create, Tinker, as long as I crush him good. Taunting, chiding me, calling me the big wheel, always pushing me to the wall. I want him, and I want him fast.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then you shall have him, Mr. Big Wheel, he calls you. Interesting. Why does he call you that? Why does he call you Big Wheel?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're about to find out.
Mr. Wheel, I just may have something for you. It will be a slight modification on something I was working for another potential client. Grievous. Please come by at about 6. That'll make
I'll
sense.
be here, Tinker.
Jackson Wheel leaves as the terrible Tinker returns to his dark. Wait, what's oppressing? Who's oppressing the Tinker? Or is he oppressing the lab?
The dark is oppressive.
Oh, we're about to find out here in the next panel.
Yep. Oh, Toy, we've got ourselves another client. But we'll have to work rather quick. Are you up to assisting?
Sounds like oppression to
You
me.
Take this one.
Who's taking this one?
You.
Do the Cajun accent. Do the Cajun
Yeah,
accent.
right here.
Hold on, I gotta. Doors open, ready to help you, sir. Doors open, ready to help you, sir.
Splendid, my boys. Simply splendid.
Not that we figured out our curiosity, let's move on ahead to this evening where we look into a certain May Parker recuperating nicely at New Hope Memorial Hospital.
All right, this
Does
is
that
the
mean
doctor, so that's you, Benny.
Oh, Alright, I
Don't
gotta
do the
find
same
another-
voice you've been doing for the last 3 characters.
No, it's not the same voice. I'm trying to think of a. Oh man, this is how, dude. I'm. Okay.
Do a McSteamy or a McDreamy.
A what?
Grey's Anatomy, my guy.
Dude,
McStreamy or
I've never seen Grace.
I always like do a
Miss Parker, your pulse is fine, and your blood pressure is down. You're doing quite well considering.
Considering I'm an old woman, doctor.
Considering you never take my advice and just rest. You're a stubborn one, Miss P. But perhaps that's why we love you here. And what's the deal with airline
Oh
food?
my gosh. Doctor, you're positively flattering.
You sure you're okay, Mum? You're following the doc's
Mum?
orders? Mum?
Who's playing the mom?
I guess that was me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're talking to yourself.
I'm taking care of myself, Robert. It's you I worry about. I don't like what you're involved in, son. Please, if not for me, then for your sake, give it up. Son, I don't want to see you in jail ever again.
Oh, come off it, Mom. I'm a big boy now. I know what I'm doing. Someone's got to pay for your stay here, and we've got a dozen overdue bill notices in the mail. Heck, there's no way I'm going to sit on my butt while your Medicare runs out, and you get tossed out of here half-treated. We need cash, and I'm going to get me some any way I have to.
Did it just get political? I feel like it
Yeah.
just got political.
Your Medicare just got revoked. Sorry, Mom.
Meanwhile, in the hall outside May Parker's room, well, if it isn't May Parker, send me a attentive nephew. Now, good of you to come here, Parker, 5 minutes before visiting our ends.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Is it that time already?
You're also a very sick woman,
Oh.
Parker. And for some reason, I can't fathom she thinks of you as a knight in shining armor. The least you can do is show off to her every day so often. You do care about your aunt, don't you?
Sure, of course.
Then show it!
Oh my gosh.
As,
I would've-
as Dr. Tom...
This
Dr.
doctor
Tompkins,
man. This doctor man.
As Dr. Tompkins leaves, do check out the soliloquy.
Gosh, there's so much going on here. Whew. I'm not exactly his favorite person, am I? But how can I tell him the Green Goblin kept me busy while my aunt had her heart attack? How can I explain to anyone what being Spider-Man has done to me? I can't. So as usual, Peter Parker takes his lumps for being callous all the while he's trying to help humanity. Not that Spider-Man has any gratitude bestowed on him either. Sheesh. I try to help, and I get dumped on by everyone. My spider sense is tingling like crazy. Something's going on inside Aunt May's room.
Crawling in my craw. That's what
Oh, in
that's-
the end, it doesn't even matter.
Oh my gosh.
And a moment later, the hospital doctor is in a moment, sorry about that. Let's take two.
Dr.
Take two.
Tompkins.
In a moment later, the hospital door is flung open.
Dr. Tompkins' brain splattered all over the wall. All right.
All right.
All right, what's the matter here? Oh my, it's that vicious Spider-Man. My chest. Oh wait, oh gosh, I did it out of order.
It doesn't matter, honestly. It reads the same way.
Did my trusty spider sense goof? It's quite, it's quiet, what the heck? It's
Quiet as a
quiet as a wake.
Spider-Man, how did he know I was here? Robert, why is he here?
Oh boy, oh boy, better explain fast than get out of here. Aunt May is clutching her chest in pain. Sorry, folks, this is just a mistake. I'll be going now. Nobody's gonna be hurt, I promise.
You don't have to promise, creep. You won't be in shape to hurt anyone. No, Robert, he's some kind of monster. Stay away from him.
And a moment later, as if to punctuate Miss Emma Johnson's warning.
Wow, he tossed me out of there like I was a feather. But maybe it's for the best. Hey, get in there! We're being attacked while I fly through the air!
Let me. Okay,
All right,
shoot.
these are two random. So
Here, you do the short one, Betty. I'll do the big one.
Which one do you know? Which one's big and which one's short?
The one
Alright.
the longer. I'll do the longer
do the
one.
first one.
Yeah.
Do the first
Yeah.
one.
Spider-Man, what are you doing here?
Baby, it's true what Jameson's been saying. You are a menace. Freezer, Webslinger, we've got you covered. Must I always go through this same routine, guys? The ever-mindful minions of the law whip out their guns. Wow, wow. Which I web up with incredible ease. It gets boring, groupies. So
Wait,
you got
I
your...
think that's me. I think that's me.
No, it's still
Yeah.
Spider-Man. So
Oh,
you
it's the
got...
Spider-Man? Okay.
So you got our... Oh, wait, no. No, it
No,
is.
it is one
no,
of the
it-
policemen.
It's one of you. Yeah, you go for it.
So you got our guns, you haven't got us.
Careful now, Webhead. I don't want to cripple these Joes. They're only doing their jobs, even if it proves a bother to me.
The cops ain't gonna hold him for long, but they won't have to. Fortunately, I always wear my suit under my regular duds. Now let's see what that web-slinging weasel does when he's gotta take on the rocket racer.
Yeah. Look, yeah, that's Spider-Man, right? Yeah, yeah.
that's the
Okay,
cop.
okay. No, I think it's connected.
No, it is Spider-Man.
Okay, it's
okay.
they're pointed in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Look, guys, I just want to split. Really, I do. Being here is just an accident. This is going all wrong because of me. Aunt May is in a panic. If she has another attack, this time definitely my fault.
Don't know how you knew I'd be here, Web Slinger, but it doesn't matter now. I'm gonna tear you apart. I guess the other one was supposed to go first, but it
Yeah,
didn't
it's like, Lord, if she dies because of this, Spider-Man will have become a murderer. Okay. You, not on top of everything else, this just isn't my day.
Don't play Mr. Innocent with me, you old crawler. It's not gonna save your skin. This time I'm not in a rush to be elsewhere.
What? Oh. Can't believe this. It's going from rotten to rottener.
That's in our last issue.
First things first, Amaryllis will gotta lure that skateboarding psycho out of here. Give the doctors a chance to get Aunt May.
Ugh. Gotta get Spidey away from my mom. This could give her another attack.
Oh, so both their moms had a heart attack. Oh, it's so sad.
Okay, so out of all of the hospitals and all of the open rooms in those hospitals, this guy's mom ended up in the same room as Aunt May.
The moral of the story is that Medicare sucks. Taxation is theft.
Obamacare just got revoked by President Trump.
Ron Paul 2020.
Oh man.
The views expressed by individuals on Lorecast do not reflect the views. Okay.
Disclaimer.
If I can just web him up, if I can just web him up, drag him away from here.
Maybe I can make it to the window.
Hey, oh wait, who's that? Who is that?
That's Spidey.
That's you, Spider-Man.
Hey, holy cow! I didn't think I yanked him that hard.
Crash.
Made it. Now it's safe city.
Oh, that's great going, Webhead. In your haste, you just may have killed that loony. Huh? His skateboard zooming out of the window after him. It must be radio controlled by that doodad in his goggles. But what possible good will that do him while he's plummeting earthward?
But even as the racer falls groundward, his board speeds up on ahead of him. Then it adjusts its direction toward a cornice stone, then leaps into a chasm of empty space.
Man, that was beautiful. I knew
Thank
all
you.
the training I put in would be worth it. With this board under me, there ain't nothing I can't do. Gotta angle this just right, or I'll impact with the ground too fast. Yeah, I'm doing it. Skimming off those poor cars, slowing myself down just perfect.
Spack punk buck.
Now
That's
to
what
get
it
back to
says.
Yeah, it does. Now to get back to Spidey and show him what's coming down.
Hi there, Cuddles.
All right.
Going someplace? Hope you don't mind me joining you because here I am. Say, did you miss me while I was gone?
I may have before, Webslinger, but not this time.
Oh boy, he's firing those micro rockets again. If only one of them gets me, I'm done for. Oh,
It's the
Here we go.
next one. Yeah, down.
sorry. I read
down?
I read manga,
go
my
down.
guy. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Too late. Too late to web weave a blockade. Gotta find something else to take the brunt of the impact.
We've often stated that our webhead has the proportional strength of a spider. Now you can see what we've meant by that. After all, how many normal college seniors can lift a rather weighty Volkswagen car, let alone hold it, long enough to take the impact of the rocket racer's micro missiles?
The Amazing Spider-Man episode 183 was sponsored by Volkswagen. Oh, that's me again.
All right.
Rockets crushed me to the wall. Rockets crushed me to the wall. The pressure is overwhelming.
Under pressure.
Not bad, creep. Of course, you only survived long enough for me to personally do you in. This is you, Benny.
There's a huh. Somebody's gonna say huh.
Huh? It's you now.
Don't bet on it, punk. You won't be in shape to do anything but die. You've talked at me, mocked me, tortured me, but that all ends right now.
Got a
Pow
move.
punk bam bam.
gotta move. His bullets are spraying all over.
You're a dead man racer, courtesy of the Big Wheel.
Wheel? Wheel? Hey, it can't be you.
But it is you, swiveling little snit, Jackson Wheel. Now, the Big Wheel. A blam! You pushed me to the wall, mister. Now I push you back. Nothing's going to stop me. Not till I've crushed you to a bloody pulp. Go ahead, racer. Run for all I care. Wherever you go, I'll follow you.
Cripes.
Is that me?
The fool. No, it's me. Cripes.
Cripes.
The
What's a cripe? Can you Google that?
It's a,
If you want to, it's just a phrase.
like, I'll pull it
No,
up. I'll pull it up.
cripes.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
crepes.
I'll pull it up.
Like
I love
like,
some
he's
crepes
like,
right now.
It's like oh crap. That's what it.
I pulled it up.
Oh, nice.
Cripes used as it's a euphemism for Christ. Oh my gosh, you just said Lord's name in vain.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Oh no. The
Darn.
views expressed on this
Alright.
program do not reflect.
Hey, come on now. Go ahead.
Cripes, the fool means it. Well, I ain't about to let that bozo get me. Maybe he's got power on his side, but I've got experience. No man catches the rocket racer unless I want him to. He can't twist through these cars like me. I'll get away scot-free. Oh, sweet heaven, I can't believe it. Yeah, it's you, Benny.
I say you can escape me, punk. I mean it. What if the Big Wheel can't go around? He crushes through. Scrunch. Where are you, racer? You can't hide from me forever. I'll find you, punk. Then your balls will be ground to dust between my molly. What in the
Moleb-
heck?
Molybdenum or something like that.
Can we Google that?
Yeah, I'll pull that up too. Molly.
Yeah, pull it up,
Molly
Jamie.
B.
Molybdenum,
Venom.
steel threads.
I think it's some kind of metal.
Steel threads.
That sounds like a metal band. Yeah, molybdenum.
Oh,
Molybdenum.
it's a.
Catch on my new molybdenum album.
It's a silvery white metal that is. I don't know. I can't really tell. It's like it's a chemical element. It's an element, my dude.
Yeah. Right. I don't have to hide, Turkey. Not if I
Okay,
can get a
hold up.
clear shot at you.
I just want to point out the hafta. That's supposed to
Yeah.
be way jive.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be super jive.
Yeah,
Alright, I'm sorry.
and he's calling everybody Turkey,
Turkey.
dig, that
Yeah.
whole everything.
Oh
It's-
gosh.
You dig, my guy?
Is it my turn?
Yeah, that's you. That's
So there you are. Wait, so there you are, cretin. Did you actually believe your infectual little missiles could damage me? My outer shell revolves so swiftly it explodes your rockets long before they can get near me. But tap Brak.
Nuts.
Do I see your fearless facade vanish now, fool? Will you cry and beg for me to halt my unrelenting barrage? Beg, racer, beg, and perhaps I will be merciful.
You gotta be joking, Turkey. If you can't bag me, you can't bag me if you can't catch me. Eat my dust, sweet hums, cause that's all you're gonna get off the rocket racer.
Before you think we've forgotten about the star of this mag,
Woo, my chest still's burning.
that's that Hart Brahim's Tums. Give this man some Tums now,
Get Aunt May some Tums now.
dude. Get Aunt May some open heart surgery.
Oh my gosh. But somehow I don't think my
Wait, she's on Medicare. She can't afford it. I'm sorry about that. Ron Paul 2020. Taxation is death.
Oh my gosh.
Alright.
But somehow I don't think that's I don't think my health's all important right now. Not not when those Titanic tire tracks tell me something's happening here while I was counting constellations. Let's see. I know it's impossible for the racer to have crushed those cars in that manner. But what in Sam Hill could... What's more, do I really want to find out? Spidey, anyone tell you... Wait, Spidey, anyone tell you you've got a lousy way of getting involved in things that are over your head? Who, boy, Unless they're filming Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind down there, I'd say that's the car-crunching contraption I'm looking for. But why is it chasing after the racer? Maybe Rocky ticked someone off besides me. Oh, that's me. Well, I'll worry about that freewheeling frisbee another time. First, I want to set the record straight with my roller derby reject. All right, handsome. Wait up for your friendly neighborhood arachnid.
Get out of here, webhead. I haven't the time for you.
Now, where have I heard that before, Chuckles? Oh, yeah.
That's
Who's that?
Spidey. That's Spidey.
That's Spidey? Oh.
Yeah.
By the way, son, didn't you hear me say stop?
No, you can't do this to me.
Know what I like about you, Racer? You're persistent. Stupid as all get out, but certainly persistent. Now, how about explaining why that steel pizza's hot on your tail?
Fool, it's chased me up the wall. Look what you've done, Spider-Man. You've doomed us both.
No need to worry, handsome. Wait, no, who's that? Yeah.
That's
That's Spidey. Okay.
Spidey.
No need to worry, handsome. I knew that rampaging hamburger bun was whirling this way seconds ago. Which is more than enough for a guy with spider reflexes to act. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for your playmate. Oh wait, no, who was that?
Kratash.
Yeah, that was Spidey.
Okay. Is that still Spidey?
Yeah,
Oh, he
Yeah.
can't.
it's all Spidey.
Okay, he can't turn that galloping gizmo in time. He crashed through the wall.
That's me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it can't stop this blasted thing. Why did I take the time to perfect my control over it? Someone, anyone help!
What's that? Saloosh. Salooch.
Sploosh.
Oh, it's splooch. Right in the splooch.
No sign of the driver. Well, here I go, doing something stupid yet one more time, but I can't get that door. Sorry, but I can't let. But I can't let that poor guy die, even if he was trying to flatten the racer into pancakes. Yeesh! So much muck and mire down here. I can't see a blasted thing, and the wheel's lost in all the sewage. What a horrible way to go. And speaking of going, I see the racer split while I was making like Prince Namor. What a loser. Not that I'm all that surprised. I just wish I knew what he was up to and why he was at the hospital. Oh my gosh! Aunt May, and all the confusion, I forgot about her.
It takes only a few minutes for an ancient Spider-Man to web swing across Manhattan to New Hope Memorial, and then another moment for Spidey to vanish and for Peter Parker to appear.
Aunt May, guess which one of your nephews? Sorry. Aunt May, guess which one of your favorite nephews here to? She's gone. What happened to her? Was I too late? If anything happened while I was gone, I'll never forgive myself.
Worried, Peter races down the corridors in search of Dr. Tompkins. So you're back, Parker. How nice of you to spare the time.
Where's my aunt? How is she?
We've moved her into the critical ward, Parker. She had another seizure while Spider-Man was here. She's been given a sedative and she can't have visitors, which should make such an attentive nephew like you very happy.
Oh my gosh.
Good day, Parker.
Oh my gosh! If you had done like the actual thing where it's like such an attentive nephew, like you very happy, that just makes it even more of a dick.
Yeah,
This guy's a
yeah,
douche.
he is.
Such an attentive nephew. She had an attack because of me? Once again, I've created disaster. She sacrificed everything for me. And how do I return her love? By nearly scaring her to death. You're a real winner, Parker. When they auctioned off those big black clouds that hang over your life, you must have been the first fool to bid.
Hey there, you're Tiger. I've been looking all over for you.
Mary Jane?
That's you.
Sorry, I had to close my door. Mama's making spaghetti in the other room. Just kidding.
Dude, that sounds great.
It's not-
Can you UPS me some? Mom's spaghetti. All right, Eminem.
I'm just kidding. She was making noise. Please tell me something to cheer about. I need a dose of smiles right now. Have you thought about my proposal?
Very subtle.
Proposal. Oh, that's what the dimple darling. That's what this dimple darling is here for, Tiger.
Is that me also? Or is...
That's you. Yeah.
I've got something big, beautiful, and shiny for you.
What gives? This is the engagement ring I gave you. Why are you returning it?
Come on, Tiger. You know good old MJ is too free a spirit.
Oh my gosh, hold on, my throat's...
Free spirit to tie herself down to any one swing. Whoa.
Whoa.
Even to brown-eyed Hulk like you. There's a world of groovy guys out here, and this doll's gotta be
Ooh.
free to find them.
Dude, I bet she's like swinging, dropping ass.
Yeah, you know it.
Screw her, Peter. You don't need her.
Besides, Tiger, I'm not the down-home and marrying kind.
Apparently, she likes swinging.
Hey, put on a smile, dollface. Oh, gee, around sometime. We can still be friends, right, Tiger?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Jilted? Do I have to look up that word? Because I don't know what jilted means.
Look up
is
jilted.
fixed. Yeah.
She yeeted me. Is that how I'm gonna say
Jilt.
Oh.
Suddenly reject or abandon a lover.
it? Ooh.
She jilted me? She jilted me! Oh,
Nani?
Nani nan desu ka? Well, this has been this has really been a red letter day, hasn't it? My aunt's in the critical ward because of me, and my gal virtually tells me we're through, that she doesn't want to see me anymore. What's gonna happen next? I'm waiting for the sky to fall in. Why is Mrs. Muggins staring at me like that? She looks like a hungry vulture waiting to devour her prey. Here I thought the world was finally straightening out for me. Now everything goes boom. When will I ever have? Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to read too fast. When will I ever learn that optimism is for fools? When
Who's that?
I don't know. This is the guy that showed up at the early part
Oh,
earlier
yeah.
and was like, "Oh, Peter, where?" Yeah.
Peter
So I think
Parker.
Benny did that voice.
Yeah. Remember how you did it?
Holy crap! No, I don't.
Peter Parker.
I don't know.
I've been waiting.
Smash
Uh,
it up, I guess.
Yeah.
Peter Parker, I've been waiting for you.
You? I never expected you of all people.
Nani?
No. Next issue, tensions. I'm just kidding. White Dragon, Red
Are the
Death.
Beatles?
Is this?
What
Is
are
it?
the Beatles doing down here?
Dude,
Now the Beatles, at last, presenting the ultimate illustrated Beatles book, brought to you by Dave Kraft, George Perez, and Klaus Janssen. It's a graphic arts
That
document
guy's a Nazi.
of the Beatles
Klaus Janson. That guy's definitely a
from,
Nazi.
from the very beginning to the final breakup. 40
Oh.
pages of Marvel Magazine magic plus articles and never before published color photos of Fab Four. So
Okay,
Marvel
So does
So-
Marvel own the Beatles?
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I wonder what superpowers they have.
The power of being
Ringo.
the power of being a not very good band. Gotti being the
Ringo-
first boy band.
Trigger. No, they weren't the first. That there was other people
They're just
way
a bad
before
one. They're
them.
just a bad boy band.
Even more Trigger. They revolutionized the music. Okay. I'd have to say that Ringo has the power of not doing anything useful.
Ooh.
Oof.
Yoko Ono is the big
Oh.
the big baddie of the series. She comes and breaks up the band.
Oh man.
Okay, so
So that was.
So you yeah, why
the
did you have us
story of
read
the
that?
Big Wheel.
Jesus, I need to
Why?
get some water after that.
yeah, why did you have us read that? Just
Because
it's Spider-Man lore here on the podcast, obviously. Wow, that came in like at
Clearly,
that was like an
Okay.
hour and 4 minutes. That's like perfect right there. Oh my gosh.
right. So we can just do a small debrief and that'll be it.
Yeah.
So I had you read this because this was one of the most ridiculous villains I've ever seen, and
Big
the
Wheel.
reason was, I mean, I didn't even know about Rocket Racer. This was before Rocket Racer. I just saw Big Wheel, and I was like, "What is this?"
Oh my god.
And I looked into Big Wheel, and it was this. And he wasn't even a Spider-Man villain. He was a villain of a Spider-Man villain.
So is this his
Like a
only?
What?
Is this his only comic?
This is okay. This is the appearance and story of Big Wheel.
Oh, this is like his
So
origins.
Big Wheel. What you see in the comic is all that you know about him. Listen to this. After he presumes Jackson Wheel dies when the Big Wheel sinks to the bottom of the river.
Yeah.
Because the very first time he uses the machine, he just immediately kills
Yeah,
himself.
hucks
with it.
himself in the Hudson.
Yeah, which he was, I guess, trying to do anyway. So I guess he got his wish in a twisted,
Yeah.
ironic
Oh,
way.
how the turntables have. Oh, how the turntables
I don't think he would have died if he jumped off of that 10-foot pier. Into the
Yeah.
river. There's no way.
But he trapped
He
himself.
definitely did by strapping himself with a giant 500-pound steel wheel. So this is what Wikipedia says. Big Wheel did not appear in another.
By the
comic
way,
for
we're the only
more-
ones who can. We're the only ones who can use Wikipedia. Once again, like, we're the only ones. We will demonetize you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Big Wheel did not appear after this episode in 1978. Did not appear in another comic book for more than 20 years.
Oh my gosh. So 19.
However,
That's, yeah. Go ahead.
it's like so for like it was
Until, like,
late
the
90s,
98?
early 2000s.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, the story was picked up again by writer Christos Gage, as often happens in comic mediums. I'm quoting this specifically from Wikipedia. As often
Nobody
happens
else
in the
can use.
comics medium, Wheel survives his seemingly deadly encounter, of course.
Oh my
He
gosh.
turns up again with his big wheel while Spider-Man is in combat with the Stilt Man.
The what?
It looks
This
like next
time-
week's video.
No.
Yeah, next week we
This
got a
time-
we got a video.
Next time, Big Wheel attempts to help Spider-Man. However, due to his interference, Stiltman escapes. Confronted by Spider-Man, Wheel reveals that in the interim since their last meeting, he went to jail for embezzlement and joined Vil Anon, an analog of Alcoholics Anonymous for supervillains.
Oh wow, this got
Oh,
deep,
it
dude.
did.
This just got
Man,
way
It
deep,
got dark. Forget like 90s Spider-Man. It's dark and
dude. I bet you Big
Yeah.
Wheel like later on finds the Lord or something. I bet you he goes to church
gosh.
and
Then he,
So,
he
okay.
turns back to his old ways.
Yeah.
he had to
Okay,
do
so
one more job.
here's- he's a very 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 minor, not even a footnote in Spider-Man lore, but there is in Spectacular Spider-Man number 21, the comics, not the show that I talked about,
Yeah.
but the comics. He is mentioned by Spider-Man during a poker game when Spider-Man tells Reed Richards that the Big Wheel is one of the weirdest things he's ever seen. And the Human Torch mentions, "Oh yeah, I met this dude at the Rusty Nail, and he works as a security guard." So
what the crap?
The rest.
He found the Lord
he's also in the Civil War storyline.
Oh my gosh. Does he side with Iron Man or whatever?
During the Civil War storyline, Big Wheel is shown being chased by the Harbor Patrol, implying that he returned to superheroics despite the doubts he harbored in Spider-Man Unlimited, and that's it.
I'd like to assume that every supervillain that we never truly know what happened, they just found the Lord. It's really what it is. A happy ending, and yeah, that's what I like to think.
They turn to Russian Orthodox Catholicism.
First
Yeah,
of all,
it's-
Russian Orthodox and Catholicism are two different things. Get it right.
Close. Whatever.
Yeah, he shows up. He shows up in a few other ones. Like in one of them, he's brought in by Spider-Man and Iron Man concerning black market connections that Iron Man believes may have aided Ezekiel Stane in one point.
Hmm.
In another time, he joins Blackout and other villains trying to kill Ghost Rider.
Ooh.
As part of Marvel Now event, Big Wheel's original vehicle resurfaces in the possession of Overdrive, who upgrades it and uses it as his personal vehicle during the 10 years
Riced up.
in the Sinister Six.
Oh, wait, he's the Sinister Six? Or he's just...
Overdrive. No,
Oh,
his vehicle
Overdrive.
ends up in the hands of Overdrive.
Oh, okay,
who-
okay.
Another guy who shows up. So yeah, that's the
riced
Big
it up.
Wheel.
Yeah, I was like, dang, if he's one of the Sinister Six, why are we making fun of him?
No. Yeah, no. No, it's one of the weirdest things
Oh my gosh.
And the thing is, the comic itself doesn't even take him seriously enough to give him any sort of
Oh my
anything.
gosh. See, I
Yeah.
actually really want to keep doing this like all the time. There's so many of these bad ones.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
okay.
so many. Like, this is definitely a deep delve into the lore of
Yes, this is
Spider-Man.
the deep lore, the
We
the
digging deep,
beginning.
baby.
We're discovering the origins of one of Spider-Man's most
Yeah.
elusive enemies, Big Wheel.
Little did you know that Big Wheel 2099 is actually just General Grievous.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I
Hey,
wish.
Hello,
and he
kids.
and he drives and
Get
look,
woke.
he drives the wheel off a building and into a lake, just like in the
telling you.
comic.
Oh my
This is
gosh!
groundbreaking stuff.
Yeah,
This is groundbreaking stuff. Audible, where you at? Come on now. Where's the Audible?
yeah. Miguel O'Hara has to fight a different Big Wheel.
Yeah, I like how he has.
Oh my
If
gosh.
you look at the image, he's got these like claws and stuff
Yeah.
on it, but he never ever uses.
He never
them at
uses them. He
all.
just uses the wheel.
Yeah, and
if
the guns
even.
apparently they're guns on it. But
Yeah.
that doesn't help anything.
All right. Well, let's
Yeah.
talk about. I guess we could talk about what we liked and what we didn't like in this. Well, obviously,
Oh boy.
obviously,
Oh boy.
I could not stand Mary Jane in this. Honestly,
No, she's the worst I've ever seen her.
Yeah, she's terrible.
I'm seeing another
know,
person.
No, she's not. She's
No,
not
that's
even
not what
seeing
she
She's
Jessica.
said.
just saying there are other people out there.
Basically, what she said is I want to sleep around.
Yeah.
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 That's basically what she said. I want to have as much sex as I can.
Yeah.
Potentially
And then
catch a STD.
She goes to
Maybe,
she goes to
yeah.
Avengers headquarters. Hi,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
Mary Jane.
Well, no. See, the thing is, so the thing is the worst thing about that is she rejects him, and she's all like,
Yeah.
"I'm a free spirit, and I
Yeah.
can't be tied down, whatever, whatever." But then she's like, "Oh, smile, kid!" Like she tells
Yeah.
him, "Hey, put on a smile. Don't worry about it." It's just like you just broke his heart after his aunt had another heart attack.
Heart attack.
The worst thing ever.
This is
so
like
bad.
it's like his worst day is in like his worst 2
Yeah.
days are in these two comics. He gives his aunt another heart attack. He has a very funky villain to fight, and then a stupid villain that never shows up
Yeah.
until 20 years later. His girlfriend's like, "There's a plenty of other guys out in this sea."
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think
this-
the
and
worst
then
part
this
about this.
doctor,
Oh,
such
that
an
doctor.
attentive.
Terrible.
You're an asshole, Peter. I think you need to see your aunt
Wow.
more.
We gotta steal the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah. While you
Oh,
are
no.
out, gallivanting around, whatever you're doing, a tentative nephew, I stole the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
I think the worst part about this is like the fact that in this universe,
Yeah.
Medicare is still screwing people over. I think that's
my
the worst
gosh.
part about this.
Oh,
Since
my.
1978. I think this
You
is
know.
How about?
so. This is Earth
about,
6.
um,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say this is Earth
There you go.
616, right?
I think so. This is the Amazing Spider-Man comic series.
Yeah. So I think it's like this is technically the same one that the MCU is in. So I mean,
yeah, but
Spider-Man 4 confirmed.
Big Wheel.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
The thing-
MJ Zendaya is gonna
so-
cheat on him.
Oh,
I just love how this is of
Star-Lord.
course this is the 70s of Marvel when comics were at their utmost.
Yeah, the Silver Age of
They
comics,
were the
right?
most gimmicky that you
Yeah,
could have
there's
ever
there's
gone.
no
And
violence, no
every-
gore,
yeah.
no.
every comic or every villain,
Yeah, they gotta be
every
goofy.
issue is based on one concept that's kind of fleshed out, but not really. Like, for example, you know what we could have? How about we have a guy that, because skateboarding's really cool right now, and so is rollerblading. Why don't we have a guy that's on rockets and, like, rollerblades and skates around? And he's, and he's a thief and he blackmails people.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
here's
let's
an idea.
make him really culturally appropriate for the time.
here's an idea. We just got done through the whole civil rights era. Let's get real progressive.
Yeah. How do you also? How,
I
how do you like
mean-
the how do you like the sexual harassment between the two cops?
Oh my
dude.
gosh, dude!
Oh.
Hey, yo, Helen. I like Benny's voice for that because that was
Yeah.
like spot on. It's like, yo, Helen, there's nothing in the rules saying we can't be dating.
And look
And
at
she's
that,
like,
you're
"Stop
a
touching
bad
my
driver.
knees, man."
You're a really bad driver. How could you? You could have
Yeah.
killed me, a white man. That would send you to jail, woman. Then he
And he
smacks her.
and he actually, no, he literally like
her like you could
Let me
even
scroll
crack
back
down
up.
it. In court it would stand as sexual assault. Him touching her
Oh,
on her
dude,
knee, and she's like,
they would
yeah.
freaking throw him in the
Yeah.
electric chair. Hashtag
Yeah.
men's rights. Hashtag
Oh my
red
gosh.
pill.
Okay,
No.
Spider-Man 2019.
Spider-Man 2019.
Oh my gosh, we gotta write that
my
up. Oh,
gosh.
that's like not next one, but the one after that. Because next one, Noah's most likely gonna be back. So we have to talk about the
Cool.
MCU because he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Well, if we
I
if we
just-
introduce him like this, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Freaking
So,
Noah, his family is
I-
more important than Spider-Man. What the crap?
Oh my gosh. So okay, we're running an hour 15. That's not bad. Okay, so in this episode of the Spider-Man lore, this is the third episode of Spider-Man lore. The first one we talked about. What did we talk about in the first?
Just
Oh, no,
basic,
this is
whatever
the
we
second
want.
one,
Spider-Man
right?
in general.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's right. This is the third episode, right? Or second?
This
Yeah.
is the second episode of Spider-Man.
Oh,
Okay.
the second episode of Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah. So the Spider-Man lore, the first episode of the Spider-Man lore, we talked about Spider-Man in general, and then in the second one, we talked about our favorite Spider people and made up a little bit of our own. In this third episode, we delve deep into the beginnings of one of Spider-Man's lamest villains, Big Wheel,
And Rocket Racer. Don't forget
and
him.
Rocket Racer.
Rocket Ra-
Can't forget
Rocket racist.
that jive turkey.
Oh,
In
jeez.
the
I only wish he was Asian, so we call him Rocket Ricer.
oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god.
Or
Oh my
Rice
gosh,
Rocket.
yeah, his
Rice
skateboard is Honda, so
It's got like a
Oh,
super
dude.
or he drives a
and
Subaru.
wheels with a huge spoiler. and-
Oh my
he,
gosh.
he took off. He took off the grip tape so he can get better air intake.
Oh my gosh.
Also, cameo appearance of the Tinkerer.
Oh yes, can't forget.
Cameo appearance, of course, Flash Gordon.
Flash. Oh,
and
Flash
a lot
Thompson.
of
Flash
stuff-
Thompson, right?
Yeah, Flash Gordon.
Flash
Yeah,
Gordon.
Flash Thompson. Yeah.
Flash.
Yeah. A cameo appearance, of course, of Jonah Jameson, but he was only in
J.
two
Jonah
panels,
Jameson.
and he wasn't even. He didn't have anything. And he seemed a lot more civil, which, of course,
Yeah.
it's at a bigger storyline.
Yeah.
All of these,
Yeah.
of course, and this is the thing with comic
Cameo.
books just in general.
Cameo appearance of Medicare.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. So
This is the biggest thing. This is the thing with comic books, especially in this era in general, is everything was a reference to some other storyline
something.
that was going on at the same time.
yeah.
So that's one reason why, like, I did read a lot of comics when I was. I don't read a lot now, but I used to, get them, and that was one thing. I read a lot of 60s comics of
Ooh.
Captain America.
Yeah.
I read a lot of Spider-Man, and all of them were like that, where it was just like, oh, do you want to hear? He was like, man, when I saw Hulk that one time, and then they give you like the reference of where it was, and
So it's
they're trying to sell you
so
more
it's
comics.
basically the MCU.
it's like the MCU,
Yeah.
but so much more complicated.
Yeah.
Because which I have a feeling that the way it's looking now with the all the new properties that are coming out, all the shows and things like that, it's going to become like that. Where it's like, oh, WandaVision's
I
going to
hope
be
so.
doing this thing, and they reference to,
Yeah.
to Bucky in this, which in some ways I'm okay with that because everything feels connected.
Yeah.
But in other ways I hate it because if you pick it up from the first time, you can't just. It's so hard to
Yeah.
keep track of
You're
what's
I
going
think
on
if you
and
start the
where everything
MCU
is.
now, you're a bit too late. I think so. Like,
But then also you notice.
yeah, you can catch up on
Also-
the movies, but then you gotta like now after the shows come out, don't even try.
Go back to Iron Man 1, noob.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Good
Well,
luck with like the Loki and shit and stuff coming out.
Also the notice the style of writing as
Yeah.
far as
Mhm.
how the comic books are and compare them to what you can see today, where
Yeah,
a
well-
lot of it was this one was both show
Yeah.
and tell.
Well, the thing about
where
there
they had
was
to narrate everything they were doing. Also,
Yeah.
they had to keep in every episode, like they wrote it as if this was the first one you've
Yeah.
ever read.
well there was
So
like
it's like, oh
yeah.
man, remember when we told you about his proportional strength, where you can see it
Yeah.
here, that kind of stuff.
well there's a good wisecrack video on it about villains and like like what changed the Joker, but it's like changed the villains as a whole was in America. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying in America. We had 9/11, and that changed every villain ever in comic books after that specific
Really.
event. Yeah, more and more villains are more relatable now. Like with
Yeah.
Thanos, you're kind of like he kind of is making sense. So like villains nowadays,
Humanized stuff. Yeah.
yeah, terrorism, like real world events have changed the way comic books are. Like up until 2001, everyone was like, we're gonna kill him because we're bad guys. Now it's
Yeah.
like, well, my mother also died, and your mother died too. but
Well, that's,
I,
yeah, but you can still see elements of that even in this story, like
Yeah.
with Rocket Racer and his mother, and the reason he's
Yeah.
doing it is because of the same reason that Peter's doing his
yeah,
stuff.
he's got to save Martha.
he's got-
Yeah, he's got to save Martha.
right. More save Martha, yeah.
Gotta save Martha.
How do you like how self-aware Jackson Wheel is? He's like, dang it, I shouldn't have made detailed notes
Yes.
of all of my misdeeds.
I hate it. I don't like how the comics, like these old comics, are like, I gotta jump out of the way or I could die. It's like, obviously, bro.
Yeah.
So okay.
Or, dang it, I wish I could have learned how this machine works before I killed myself with it.
All right, we're running long again. Dang it. But
Yeah.
okay, so like I said before, in the first episode we talked about general Spider-Man lore. In this episode, the next episode after that, we talked about our favorite Spider people, and we made up a few of our own, which we're gonna write in either the next one or the next one after that. In this episode, we talked about Big Wheel and Rocket Racer, two of Spider-Man's lamest enemies. The next podcast going up on the original Nick Show is going to be a different one with a different cast. It's going to be with Trippy, or Tippy, I forget which one wants to be called. We're talking about Skyrim lore. We're talking about the Daedric princes. So I've been trying to do my studying up on that.
Interesting.
And then in the next big podcast we do, we're going to be talking about more Spider-Man lore. If Noah joins us, we'll be talking about the
Yay.
MCU Spider-Man because that's what he knows.
Yeah.
And if not, I think we should delve more into lame stories.
Some
But and then
weird,
at
other
the
weird
yeah.
things.
And then at the end of this little Spider-Man segment, we will be typing out our funny Spider-Man comics that we created ourselves in episode 2.
Boy.
So join us then. Until next time, you have been listening to Nick and Benny and Andy. Bye, everyone.